Hello cosmic butterflies. I'm here with another video. So I think for this video right here, what I'm really feeling about talking about, maybe separating the signs, I'm just going to separate between water sign, air sign, fire sign, earth sign. So water signs would be Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Air sign would be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Fire sign is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And earth sign is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So I'm going to separate it into 4 piles and basically go from there. I already cleansed the area with sage and some incense. And so it's time to kind of get into these decks. I'm going to try to use the erotic deck because I know that we haven't really used the erotic deck in my readings. So I will try my hardest to put the erotic deck in. And I'll incorporate it as we get into everything. So what I'm going to get into is my mystic deck. So we'll start with my mystic deck and then we'll kind of entwine some cards in between. I think I'm going to use my original tarot card deck. They're holographic, so they're very hard to see. So that's the only reason why I don't like using those. But I'm going to kind of incorporate it in between because I really like the energy in those cards. But I will start off with the mystic to kind of keep things easy for you. So I'm probably going to switch, I guess, switch the view, and then you'll be able to kind of see the cards a little bit better. And I'll also switch the view in a little bit closer to my face so that way you can see the makeup I am wearing today. I try to keep it butterfly-ish, so that's the vibe right now. Because as you can tell, my home theme is butterflies. So let's get into it. And I hope to see you for the shuffling and the deck reveal. All right, so I'm bringing you down here with me, and we are going to shuffle the cards and create the decks. So as I'm doing this, I'm gonna kind of give tips, kind of like, not really necessarily tips, but kind of like things that I kind of do, and you can take that with a grain of salt or whatever you want to do with it. But basically here, how I shuffle, like the way I shuffle, I guess, is I like to take part of the front deck and mix it into the cards. So I take the front deck and I take the back part of it and I put the front parts in the front. And I just keep doing that, and you will notice that the front part stays in the front the whole entire time. So then from there I take the front part and I shuffle it in between the cards there. So that way, just so you kind of can notice what I'm doing, so it's not so, I guess, weird for you to kind of watch me shuffling the cards. You kind of understand what I'm kind of doing and how I'm mixing the cards. It took me a while to kind of figure out what way to shuffle works for me. If I was having a client in person with me, I would prefer them to shuffle the cards and put their energy into the cards. But since I'm just doing this reading by myself, meaning I don't have a client with me, then I would basically shuffle the cards like this. This is just my way of kind of mixing in the cards together. It's not the best shuffling process, but it's something that works for me. And I honestly feel like you should try to do a shuffling process that works for you and not what everybody kind of wants you to do. It's all about putting your energy in the cards. So right now I'm just kind of thinking about what I want these cards to tell me. Not necessarily what answer I want, but like what energy am I putting into the cards and what emotions. So basically I'm thinking about different signs. I've been having a lot of conversations with my friends at work about signs, and it's so interesting to see how signs are really significant to the way people act and their personality. It's very interesting to me to watch. So I wanted to do something about signs just because I was kind of feeling that today, feeling that type of energy. And the last thing I like to do is I like to switch the cards because I read in reverse too as well. Not a lot of tarot readers read in reverse. It's a little more difficult because you have to know the cards forwards and backwards basically. So I like to do that as I switch it because I want to make sure I get every possibility that's out there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to separate them into 2 piles right now since I only have space for 2 cards, 2 deck cards. Okay, so I separated out the cards evenly between the 2 decks. This is going to be deck number 1 and this will be deck number 2. So I'm going to push these ones just a little up to make space for my next 2 piles. Okay, and these are my 2 decks here. So what I'm kind of feeling here, I'm feeling water and fire sign energy here. And I'm feeling earth and air energy here. So I have earth, air, water, and fire. So these are the 4 decks. So I have deck number 1, that's going to be your water signs. Deck number 2, we're going to have air signs. Deck number 3 is going to be your fire signs. And deck number 4 will be your earth signs. So I'm going to start with deck number 1. And then as for deck number 2, 3, and 4, I will catch you at your timestamp. All right, so this one will be for my water signs. So basically I'm going to start off with your deck at the top. I'm going to start off with the Mystic deck here, and I will place tarot cards in between, and I will have an Oracle deck I will use. I also have another deck called A New Earth that I will mix in between along with the erotic. It will be kind of confusing a little bit, but if you keep up with the reading and kind of listen to the words that I'm saying, it won't be so difficult to keep up with it. So I have the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and I have the 5 of Pentacles. Let's see. Okay, so the first thing we have is the King of Cups here. So let me try to get this a little bit closer without, I guess, messing up here. Let's do it this way. So we have the King of Cups here. As you can see, this is water energy here with the King of Cups. The Cups is basically for water signs. So this is like your Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. So with the King of Cups here, basically what this one is showing me here, it was basically like you need to tap into your emotions a little bit and kind of open up yourself a little bit, because maybe you are in a relationship with someone that maybe wants a lot of physical touch or a lot of physical affection, and you kind of just need to open yourself up to giving that physical touch and affection to them, because it's something they really need or really want from you in the relationship, and it could really change the dynamic of the relationship. And then we have the Queen of Cups, and basically the Queen of Cups is also a water sign too as well, or water sign energy. And what the Queen of Cups basically is like your emotions, but also your intuition. So this is opening yourself up, basically opening up your heart to listening, I guess, to your intuition, listening to where you feel the spirit is guiding you or the universe is guiding you, whatever you kind of believe in. As you can see kind of with the cup, it's almost like it's like so bright, and it's kind of like almost guiding her, almost like calling her. And it seems to me like you may be having calling from the universe to kind of open up your heart and your emotions along with your intuition. And with the 5 of Pentacles here, I'm seeing that you are wanting to maybe isolate yourself or find some time alone. And you're kind of probably thinking about something earthly, because with the pentacles, this is earth energy. So this is maybe something like your family life, your relationship. This could be family in general, friends. This could be work. So this is like a lot of earth energy here. So basically those are some things that you want to like maybe think about. Like I said in a previous video, it's important for you to maybe get like a little black book and kind of write down some things during your readings and kind of think about those things throughout the week. I think something that you should really take with you from this line is that you need to open up yourself and your emotions and your intuition, but I think that requires you to take some time alone where you have to disconnect and kind of think about what is your next move before you take that next step. Let me see if I can give you maybe some guidance here on what you should do next. Okay, so we have for the King of Cups, we have time. You're trying to hard, give it time. This may be showing me that you might think that whenever I'm telling you to give a lot of emotion to your partner, or maybe even to yourself, maybe you need to take that time to yourself to give a lot of love to yourself. Maybe you're going to rush it and think that this is something that you need to do immediately. And this is water sign energy. So you need to go with the flow. You kind of need to like let yourself go and not think too much about your actions and kind of just let things be natural. With time, you're trying too hard and give it time. So give this time. Don't think that this is something that's going to happen immediately and everything's just going to get better with a snap of your fingers. This is going to take time. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Time again is showing up for you. Only time will tell. I think for this step for you, taking this time for yourself, just time is just like, maybe you're thinking about how you should spend your time. Maybe you're thinking about how you should divide your time between your partner, your work, your family, your job. Like everything is just all stacking up on top of each other. It feels like you don't even have any time. And that's what I'm sensing with the time. And then I see twin flames, your passion at night. I think that your passion for maybe your job or your relationship or whatever will get better, but only with time and only with understanding what you have to kind of do next. So now I'm going to mix in a couple of the tarot cards, because this really does give really good energy to the set of cards. And just like I said before, I'm just going to show you my shuffling process so you can kind of see what I do here. And I really love these cards because it has so much energy and I have like a really good connection with these cards. I feel like the spirit just comes out. And if you ever met your spirit guide, sometimes they can be funny characters with the way that they say things or the way that they let you know about something, I guess. So here I'm just putting in some energy, maybe thinking more particularly about water energy here, because I want to, now that I know that this deck is for water energy, I want to give some more water energy into the deck. So let's see what we have for you. So what I'm going to do here next is I'm going to actually make this a little bit more complicated here. I think I'm going to do Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And I'm going to lay out a card for each one in relation to everything here. So this is your main area here, and then these would be more particular to the signs. So we have the Magician, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Swords. And if you can't see that clearly, I will kind of push you in a little bit here. We have the Magician. This is going to be Cancer energy here. This is Pisces energy. Pisces energy. Scorpio. No, actually this is Scorpio energy and this is Pisces. So this is Cancer energy. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Jesus. Okay, so I got that right. So let's get into the Magician here, and then we'll go this way basically. Okay, so for this part here, this is going to be a little bit more complicated because I'm going to be asking questions and not really giving you necessarily the meaning of this, because I want you to kind of think deeper about this and not just think about the meaning of what this card is, but think how this card relates to you. So we have, do you feel you found your soulmate? Do you believe in yourself and your abilities? And have you experimented with your job or your career? So there's what this Magician basically is saying here for the Cancer. Those are some questions maybe you should ask yourself. So I'll repeat again. Do you feel you found your soulmate? Do you believe in yourself and your abilities? And have you experimented with your job or your career? Okay, and then lastly, for the Two of Swords, I think the biggest question that you need to ask yourself right now, are you stuck between a decision, whether that be in a relationship sense, like maybe there is somebody else, or maybe you feel like you're stuck, whether that be at your job, whether that be between two family members or multiple people even. You feel like you're kind of stuck in between the middle, maybe of the drama, or something like that. And lastly, the last question that I want you to reflect on is, how can you get yourself unstuck out of the situation? So I think these are all the cards basically for my water signs here. But I am going to add maybe some erotic cards, and this is going to give me some insight into maybe the more sensual side of you, or maybe what's kind of going on with you. So I'm going to move these cards up here, and then I will lay the erotic cards here, and this will be particular to each set. So this will be your Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So again, I'm showing you my shuffling process here. For this erotic deck, it's usually just read upright. But the thing I found very interesting when flipping the cards is that there's kind of like this hidden meaning that kind of shows up in the cards. And I kind of like that aspect of it. So what I've been doing is I've been doing it the same way I do my other cards, and I've been actually flipping the cards. So I am going to continue that process to my erotic cards, even though I know when it's like flipped and it's not flipped when I pull a card or not. But it just adds maybe like another aspect to the cards a little bit. And I think with interviewing these cards, that's something I noticed about the cards is when I did flip them one time, it was just by accident that I kind of started reading the card just like how I would a tarot card, and I was like, wow, this seems more meaningful this way than it does right side up. So I've been doing that, and I don't know, I think it's weird, but I don't know. So we have Death, we have Seven of Feathers, and we have the Page of Swords. This one is upside down. So we have Death. So this one I'm still kind of learning, and I think it would be interesting because I have this little tiny book basically that maybe we can read along with each other. Let's kind of explore this tarot deck together, or oracle deck, I don't know. So something ends, a transformation has begun. That death can happen in the happiest relationships. A good partnership learns how to grieve or adjust to normal changes in health, priorities, or desires, or take time alone to process and reemerge. Your relationship with loved ones remains with you and reminds you of the value of life and love. Learn to let go and start again. So we have advice here. This is kind of what I do on my own. And this is actually before I got this deck. I started kind of doing this, wanting to maybe put some questions down that I can ask. So some new energy is needed. Give or accept the freedom to change. Take time to recover and heal before re-engaging your efforts. Clear the air. How do you make use of quiet afterglow? So here, this is referring to the Five of Pentacles. Like I said earlier, taking that time alone and trying to just build your energy back up before you just hop right into it again. There's a rebirth that's happening inside of you. And this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Don't just think that basically the Death card is a bad thing. It is a good time for this card to show up basically in your reading. So we have Seven of Feathers, and we are heading over to the Scorpios here. And Seven of Feathers, it's kind of like I'm sensing some eroticness in you. The Seven of Feathers, the thrill of a secret, a hidden key, poor effort, insufficient preparation, failure to follow through, need for strategic planning, laziness, hurtful secrets. Ooh, so that's definitely something I'm seeing in the Six of Pentacles. As I was asking earlier with you, do you feel like you are putting all of your energy into what you're doing right now? And it looks to me that maybe you are not putting all your energy into what needs to be done right now. So maybe another question I want to leave you with, Scorpios, is what is it that's holding you back from putting that full energy inside of whatever you're doing, whether that be your work, your relationship, family, friends? What's making you hold yourself back there? And then we have the Page of Shells. So let's get into here. Definitely sensing something going on here with the Page of Shells. So if you can see it there, I'm gonna pull you in. Okay, the baby, the sweetheart, the charmer. The Page of Shells will fill your days in bed with laughter. She is pure of heart, easily finds joy, which is infectious, messy, creative, imaginative. She's the perfect partner for a lazy afternoon of dressing up and role play. Sometimes she may enjoy playing the brat. Though cute as a kitten, this page contains a great emotional volatility. I'm struggling with that word there. Take care to be gentle and avoid cruelty at any cost. So kind of what I'm sensing here is like you just want to be pleased. And it's not necessarily in a good way with this popping up upside down or in reverse. I'm sensing maybe with this Two of Swords that this is between two lovers at this point. I'm definitely sensing that with the Two of Swords popping up here, that maybe you're kind of just wanting to be pleased by, you know, whoever it is, and as well as someone else. And maybe it's like maybe your sex drive is a little higher than normal right now, but I'm definitely sensing that there's something going on there with maybe two different lovers. So I'm gonna pull you up here so that way you can get the full experience of what's happening here. We have, okay, so I'm pulling you up here. All right, let's see. Okay, we have the King of Cups. Time, you are trying too hard, give it time. The Magician, we have Death. We have Queen of Cups, only time will tell. We have Six of Pentacles, Seven of Feathers. We have Five of Pentacles. We have Twin Flames, your passion and nights. We have Two of Swords, and we have Page of Shells. Okay, so let's get into some lovers. All right, some initials, maybe some letters in their name, something like that. Maybe even a nickname. Expand. So here we go. We have Q, and I'm gonna put that over there next to the King of Cups. We have N, and I'm going to put this here with the Queen of Cups, and this is just a representation for each sign. So this is more so Cancer, this is more so Scorpio, and this is more so Pisces here, and I think this is an L. So we have L, N, and Q. And let's maybe get like an age or something like that, or a significant number, like maybe their birthday, or something like that. Okay. We have 7 and 5. So maybe I'm sensing maybe the 7th month on the 5th day, or maybe the 5th month on the 7th day. So something like that, or maybe if maybe you're older, maybe between 57 to 75, something like that. Maybe they were born in a year that maybe has a 5 in it or 7 in it. So something like that. So with the numbers, they can kind of be rearranged, however, to fit more so into maybe someone in your life, kind of. There. All right. Now we're going to move on next to air signs. Okay, so remember how I said that I would bring you in a little bit? Each reading is going to be a little bit different. So I'm bringing you a little bit in closer to me, air signs. This is a chance for you to look in my butterfly makeup and kind of look deeper into that. So right now we have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Cups. And we have the World popping up here. Here we go. So Cups is water energy. The 10 of Pentacles is earth energy. Let's get into the World. Let's check that one out really quick. The World. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay. My incense is like going crazy right now. There it goes. I got this incense from like this smoke shop and it's like amazing. Okay. Like I can just feel it. It's great. Okay, so we have the World here. And so the World basically is kind of like when you are doing a love reading, kind of like a new phase in your life or something, like you're going through something new. And this is of the World. So basically this is something's changing in your relationship, your love life, your job, or whatever. Something's changing. Like this is very earthly, this change that's happening. And then we have here with the 10 of Pentacles that I'm sensing kind of like there's a change, and it's more so a change in your family life. With the 10 of Pentacles, this kind of is a card basically about family. So this is also earth energy basically. So there is a lot of earth energy basically happening in this deck here, but this is for air signs. This is there's a change, there's something moving, there's something that's being processed right now almost. And then we have the 5 of Cups here. So let's get into the 5 of Cups. Ooh. So it looks like a good question right now for you is, are you feeling maybe stuck, like you're caught in the middle almost? If you haven't had a chance to look at this 5 of Cups card, I want you to really take a good look at the 5 of Cups card, because this almost is like you're just kind of like stagnated a little bit. You're almost caught in between something. But this is more about family than it really is about love. Which is interesting for me, because I was hoping for maybe to get a little bit deeper into your love life, but maybe your love life is surrounded around your family, basically. Maybe you have a family with this partner that you're with. So let's get into clarification cards. Sorry there. And for this one, I'm actually going to have you air signs choose a number between 1 through 3, and that will be the card that resonates with you. It's not necessarily based on a sign, it's just based on a number that you choose. So if you want to take some time to maybe meditate really quick on those numbers and think of a number 1 through 3 that really resonates with you. Okay. So we have for number 1, the universe works fast when I'm having fun. Basically, this is almost like telling you to not stress out. Take the time to actually relax, refocus yourself, because what's important now is your family. It's not anything really else. So take the time to kind of have fun with your family and not stress so much about whatever it is that's going on. We have number 2, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So what I'm basically sensing with this is like, maybe if you're stuck and you're feeling like maybe you can't get out, like you feel like you're almost drowning almost, is what I'm sensing here, is that maybe you need to look within yourself and think about what's happening within you that is making you feel like you're 10 feet underwater. What's making you feel like you're drowning? It's almost here like it's like a cry for help, like you need saving or something like that. You don't know what to do, kind of. You're kind of caught or stuck in a crossroad or something. 3. Let's see, 3. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. So it's almost like saying to let go. There's something you're stressing about, something you're holding on to it. And it's telling you to be free, to be fearless, and just kind of let go and not hold on too much of the stress or whatever may be happening with you in your life. That's what I'm sensing here. I think the perfect cards would be for you to get these. This would normally be for probably an earth sign, but here we have the new earth deck, awakening to your life's purpose. These are inspirational cards, so I think that this would be helpful for you in your reading today, air signs. It seems to me like you're maybe lacking some of that inspiration, and I need to kind of mix a little bit of that energy into the deck for you. Let's actually just take from the top here. Okay, so 1 through 3, this still is replying. So you don't have to keep with the same number necessarily. You can choose a different number, or you can stay with your number if you feel like your number really resonates with you. So switch around as you wish. So I have, knowing yourself goes far deeper than the adoption of a set of ideas. I believe spiritual ideas and beliefs may at best be helpful pointers, but in themselves they rarely have the power to dislodge the more firmly established core concepts of who you think you are, which is part of the conditioning of the human mind. So what I'm kind of sensing here with like it's saying, look deep within your heart and you feel my love for you is deep as the ocean. I'm seeing deep pop up again, and so maybe here the thing I'm getting is probably the first sentence here. Knowing yourself goes far deeper than the adoption of a set of ideas or beliefs. Maybe the thing that you need to let go of is your ideas or your beliefs, and let go of those and be accepting to this new phase in your life that things are going to change for you. Let those things go and stop trying so hard to just almost like establish yourself and make yourself like, I'm here, I'm staying here, I'm not going anywhere. Stop letting that be the mindset that you have. Kind of let yourself go a little bit, if that makes sense. You probably feel like you're drowning because you're not swimming. That's what's going on here. Let's see, the ego doesn't know that the source of all energy is within you, so it seeks it outside. There we go again, we're going in deeper into ourselves. It is not the formless attention, which is the presence that the ego seeks, but attention to some form, such as recognition, praise, admiration, or just to be noticed in some way, to have its existence and knowledge. Here I'm also saying that maybe your ego is being shifted a little bit, and that's what's making it also hard. Maybe a reason why you're feeling like you're drowning too. And it's almost like you're not wanting to let that ego go, because maybe that's what makes your drive, is your ego. Here, that's what's the thing that keeps you swimming almost in. You're not wanting to swim at this point, and it's maybe because you want to feel praised, recognized, admired. So maybe this has something to do with maybe the work and effort that you're putting in. You want to be admired in some form or some way, basically, whether that be by your partner or anybody for any sense. You want that recognition, basically, and you're craving that right now. And that's almost making you how can I say, it's your drive, but your downfall at the same time. Okay. So now we have, most people are so distracted by their thoughts, so identified with the voices in their head, they can no longer feel the aliveness within them. Here we go, like you're drowning here. To be able to feel the life that animates the physical body, the very life that you are, is the greatest deprivation that can happen to you. So here it's telling you what's going on here with you. Basically, you're so caught up here, not wanting to let go of your ideas and your beliefs and just your established way of thinking, that you just can't think a different way. You're like, I don't know how to work this, so I'm just going to sit here, instead of being like, I need to adapt, I need to be resourceful, I need to kick into gear, and kind of almost change the way that I'm looking at a situation, and stop looking at it like, oh, this is a not good situation, and maybe look at it as like, this is a situation that can take me somewhere else. This is a new phase of my life. The universe never does anything by accident. Everything is on purpose. Everything has a reason, and you just have to find out that reason. That is what I'm seeing here with you. I don't really want to add any erotic cards to the deck, because this has a lot to do with family, and I feel like it would just kind of mess up the reading here. But I think that I just want to leave you with something else almost. Let me see here. I think I just am going to pull from the top of the deck here one more card, just something to leave you with. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. I think that you just need to let go. It's telling you to look deep within yourself for that aliveness, and to just kind of forget what you think you need. So I think that's something that maybe you need to take with you, is forget what you think that you need. Take that as you will there. Let's see, I think numbers are probably the best and important thing right now for you right here. So let's do some numbers. Maybe here, these are going to probably be important numbers to look out for, and when you see these numbers, maybe think of that new birth happening, or maybe think about, you know, if you're just like maybe sitting on the phone with a loved person or something like that, and you look at the time and you just see these numbers, think swim, think be resourceful, think to let go, think this is the time to now get up and do what you need to do. And not the way that you have always did it. Remember, like I said, this is a new phase in your life. So this is going to be a different way of how you did things before. So we have 4 and 5. Okay, 4 and 5. 5 and 4. This is what we have here for you. Let's see. Let's go back. I messed it up, guys. I'm not cheating. So this is 5 and 4 here. These are the numbers that landed on there for you. So if those numbers start popping up for you, you just know, swim, 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 my little Aquarius. You are caught in deep water. You are not in your element right now. This is what I'm sensing. That's probably why I'm not getting any air energy here. I'm not getting it. Looks to me like maybe you need to get back into your element. Okay, so I'm done with this deck here. Let's get into my third deck. Yeah, I think third deck. Oh well, we'll find out what deck it's for. So let's see. We have 9 of Cups. Okay, we have the Empress. Okay, we have the Princess of Swords. Okay, I think for this one, I'm actually just going to pull, I'm going to pull these last 2 cards here. We have 8 of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, I'm going to bring you down here because I really want you to see what I'm seeing right here. It's beautiful, beautiful here. Okay. Okay, so I'm bringing you down again, down to earth. Definitely some earth energy going on here. Not necessarily in the cards. There's only 1 pentacle here. But I'm just just sensing it almost. It's like just drawing me in here. I'm actually going to bring out my tarot book for you to see, so we can kind of just get that earth energy, because I know what you earth signs, y'all want to see what's going on, and I do too. So we have the Eight of Cups. It's the first one we have. You are having to say goodbye to someone with the Eight of Cups here. It looks like you're going on a new path yourself. I'm sensing maybe that you're getting out of maybe a breakup. Maybe even, it doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be platonic. Maybe there's a friend you're no longer friends with. So I'm also sensing that. Okay, let's get into the Nine of Cups here. So Nine of Cups. See, here we go. My wish has been granted. Am I ever going to see this manifest? This manifestation comes with a price, or won't make you happy. Let's see. What you've been waiting for and hoping for is soon to manifest. If it hasn't already, the Nine of Cups brings pleasure, joy, contentment, and satisfaction to your reading and relationship. So there must be a lot of things that are going right in your relationship here. So maybe you have left maybe a piece behind of the relationship, and you're now like starting to heal a little bit in the relationship there. So some questions here popping up with the Empress. Are you blocking growth by investing your time into the wrong things? Are you being over controlling or smothering people around you? And this could also mean there's a decline in your sex life too as well. So the Empress in reverse is almost like this is feminine energy. This is not really nurturing energy almost, but this is just like feminine energy. Like, how can I say, if you kind of look at the Empress card here, maybe we can kind of get some details here. It's almost like she's just blunting her beauty, her essence, her glory, almost like that. So kind of think those things there, and it's in reverse. So it's almost like the opposite is happening in maybe yourself, if you, I don't know, maybe think that about yourself, or maybe in your partner here. I'm not sure. Princess of Swords. See, this is why with the earth signs I have to bring myself down to earth a little bit to kind of get a good reading for y'all, because reading earth sign energy is kind of hard. You gotta bring yourself down to earth, and that's the thing. And I was just up in the air with my air signs there, and I'm having to bring myself down to earth. And I'm actually having to use another book here with Princess of Swords. Here we go. Princess of Swords in reverse. There we go. Challenging authority with a know-it-all attitude can get old pretty quick. You're bored and in need of mental stimulation to keep up with your rapid-fire thoughts. All talk and no action leads to a distrust between you and your peers. Making promises you cannot keep does not bode well for your reputation, nor aligns with your intentions. Oh, already before I get into this, I'm not even going to get into that even further. Now, earth signs, something I'm sensing with you, and I'm sensing it very, very strong here. But you might have some coworkers that don't like you. That's what's going on here. Maybe there's some relationships that you have broken and that you had to walk away from, or whether that person had to walk away from you because you just can't seem to get it together. Everything is not a competition. Everything is not a race. Everything is not something that you just have to, boom, I have to get to the finish line first to be acknowledged and seen. You don't have to. You don't have to. So really focus on your friendships, focus on your friends a little bit, and try to make those connections better with them, and not just like treat them however you want to treat them. Basically, you have to put effort into the relationship. You can't just assume the relationship will get better with no work, no nothing. If you can't do that. So sorry, earth signs, so sorry, and I'm not trying to put you down, earth signs. I'm just trying to give you what you kind of need here. And to bring you back to earth, I'm going to bring you back to your element here in the Eight of Pentacles. Commitment and our promise in the future. What I'm sensing here is basically that you need to kind of commit a little bit more time to your friendships. Tend to those friendships a little bit. Water those friendships a little bit, because maybe that's what you need right now. Whether, regardless of you thinking, oh, I'm so fine, I'm just fine by myself, this is the time for you to really step into your element, because you are really not in your element. You're just all over the place, you know. You're just having a good time, you know. You're just not focused. It's almost like hard to keep up with you at this point in time. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere. I think you need just something to kind of, some kind of inspiration here. The great arises out of small things that are honored and cared for. Everybody's life really consists of small things. Greatness is a mental abstraction and a favorite fantasy of the ego. The paradox is the foundation for greatness is the honoring of the small things of the present moment instead of pursuing the idea of greatness. This is what you need to hear, Earth signs. Ooh, you really need to hear that. Really need to hear that there. So take what you will with that one there. I don't think I even need to pull any more cards, because I think I just been going on this rant about you, Earth signs. Woo! Get back into your element. Everything is not a race. Like I said, the great arises out of small things that are honored and cared for. Please tend to your friendships. Please tend to your relationship. Tend to those things, because you're just out of whack. You're all over the place here. So I think that's it for your reading there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take some numbers. I think that would be good for you. Let's get some numbers in there. Whew. 22. 22. All right. Those are your numbers. When those numbers pop up, woo, I need you to think about what I said here. Okay? I had to really get on to y'all, Earth signs. I don't know what y'all doing out there. Y'all just living life to the fullest, I guess. I don't know what's happening. I guess I'm gonna end the video of my fire signs. Okay, and I'm actually going to reshuffle your deck here. I'm going to put some more energy into it. Fire signs. Okay. Strength. Six of Cups. The Moon. Ooh. We have the Star. And we have the High Priestess. So there's a decision almost that I'm seeing that you might have to make here with the High Priestess here. She pops up when there is a decision to be made. There's something that you're weighing here. There's something that you're maybe asking for advice here. I see that here. And I see here with the Moon that you did kind of take some time alone to kind of figure things out there. But you're still wanting an answer to your question. I wonder what your question is about. So let's maybe get into the Six of Cups, and then maybe we would have better knowledge. Let me move you over here so you can see this Six of Cups here. Let's pull you down so you can get a good look at that Six of Cups there. So we have the Six of Cups there. All right. All right, let's see. Looks maybe you're out of your element too as well. Let's see why. Oh, okay. Are you feeling like you're distracted? Or you're having a hard time deciding? Are you ignoring reality? Ooh, you are deciding something. Let's see. And you really are being very strong about it here, what I see with the Strength card. You are trying to almost hold your head up a little bit, but there's something you're really struggling with, and I really want to know what it is that you are struggling with here, that you are trying to decide. Let's see, let me get my book out here. I really want to get into what's happening here with you. Okay, the Star. See here, Star always brings hope, healing, and good fortune when it appears, but especially so in a love reading. Some aspect of your love life is being worked on or healed in a way that will feel very positive. Okay, so you are asking about your love life, and you are working on it. Like I said in the moon, you're being very strong about it. I don't know what this person did to necessarily be on bad terms with you or hurt you in some type of way, but I really enjoy the fact that you are taking the time to heal yourself. You're taking the time to really conquer, you know? I really like that about you. I'm very sensing that you are out of your element, but you're not out of your element in a way where it's unusual to you. You're very familiar with heartbreak. You're very familiar with people saying, oh, I want to be here with you and be there with you, but really they don't, and it hurts you, yes, but you're learning to work around that. You're learning to work around people, basically, and how they kind of treat you, and you're growing from that. You're going from a 9 to a 10. Pretty much here we have the 9 of feathers there, and we have the 10 of feathers, and I'm gonna bring you up a little bit. We're gonna get into the feathers there in my book. 9 of feathers. So what was you? Churning anxiety caused by an unfortunate chain of events are caused by anxiety. The slow birth bangs of a great realization. If you're going to do something that you know you'll regret, make sure you really enjoy it at the time. Okay, so I'm sensing here that maybe anxiety, it could be a thing that's holding you back, but I'm not sure you're going through something. It's just I really can't pin what it is that you're going through there. Sometimes your greatest opponent to your happiness is your own mind. You need to defeat an outworn belief, but this requires great trust that the surrender is worth it. The battle has been won. Expect a huge release of pent-up energy in your heart and body. Ooh, I don't know what it is that's going on with you here, but it's like you rebirth, basically. You're going through a rebirth session right now, and you're strong. Yes. Let's see. Let's actually get some cards for you, because I don't know. I just can't just leave you. I know that you're strong. I know that you can do this, you know, without any help, without anybody holding your hand. You're not a child, but just your energy is so strong. Okay. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. The turmoil of blessing will soon be revealed. I don't know what's been happening with you or what's going on with you, but I just know that you've been through so much, and I can feel it basically in the cards. Prayer, you simply know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Wow, you are powerful, like I keep saying right now. And then we have the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Ooh, I don't think I really need to say anything to you. You kind of got this under control. I don't have to say much to you. You just on a power streak here, Iron Sign. You're in your element, but in a way that's just different, you know? I'm definitely sensing your energy here. Let me see if there's anything I can give you or take with you. There are 3 words that contain the secret of the art of living. The secret of all success and happiness, one with life. Wow. This was a reading. This was a reading here. You are powerful. Just just right now, your energy is great and you're just ready for great things, whether it be in your relationship or your work or whatever. There's just great energy around you right now. There's so much healing that has been done. There's so much time you have taken outside of yourself to really heal and just get better. And I really enjoy this. You're just very powerful right now. And I sense that. I don't know. I don't even know what to say right now. I think I'm gonna leave you with numbers and letters just to be safe here. I'm gonna leave you with some numbers that might be significant to maybe what's going on in your life, or just this rebirth that's happening and going on, or maybe even the person that's going to come into your life, like, and be just as strong as you are right now with you. 32 to 23. I'm sensing maybe this person will be 23 to 32. They're gonna come into your life there. Let's see some letters or initials in their name. See, Q, G, and Q. It's interesting. All right, well, I think that's what I'm going to leave you with here. I know that this was a very short reading, fire signs, but you got this under control, and I'm just here to be with you and guide you as best as I can do that. I will be making some more videos for you, fire signs, so please stay tuned for more. Okay, so you're back up here with me. So we'll just end the video there. I hope you really enjoyed the makeup. So anyways, Cosmic Butterflies, I really enjoyed sharing this energy with you and just being here with you and just having a great time reading cards with you, basically. Anyways, I will be posting soon. I will try to post at least once a week. And don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that like button. Bye.